great coming after the Payan and with an energizing talk. And like the Payan has made a good pitch for me to bat. Indeed, COVID changed lots of things. And not just the culture, but also like an employee, the way we were thinking about the work, about the progression. Okay, I have this loan, I will close this loan and take another loan, whatever. Suddenly realize there are other things which are more important. And that's where, as an organization, we started thinking. We started thinking the way organization was thinking, employees were thinking. So like every organization, every MNC per se, if you look at, the entire business, the companies got smarter, they kept employees at the center of the business and planned it. And that is how it was working well. As a company, we were doing fantastic with an attrition sub 3% till 2019, 2020. It was always good. But then realized during the pandemic, there are other things which is important, and that made us think and change the way we were thinking. So it is not just only the employee that you need to take care. It is not only about the employee that employees are worried about. It is also the family. And we tried to bring family at the center. And that's what I'm going to present today as the innovative practice. Among all the things that we do, I'll focus only on this. So why and what all we have done? We typically looked at 9 axes that we could focus on. And these are the areas we have worked on. So it's not that we are the only one doing it, but we tried to put in structure and ensure that the companies, the employee feel that they are supported throughout. And started with the policies that can support employees during the need. Medical, it became important. We always had policies covering entire families, parents-in-law, any combination employee can bring in, not just spouse and children. But we kept increasing the limit. It was a time that you come forward. It's easy to say that employees is a part of family and organization is a family. But at the time of the need, can we support them? And that's where we stood up. The points that we had to look at is how we recognize the family and not just the employee. Employee is coming every day to work peacefully, doing their great. How do we recognize that? And any big milestone of employee, it is not just the employee, but the spouse is also recognized. It is designed in a way that we recognize the spouse. We bring all the recognition, any recognition at company level, we bring the family to the organization and recognize the employee in front of their family. It has been a great experience, not just the employee, but the family shared. This is the first time they have experienced such connect with the organization. The kids were working. Coming to healthcare. Now, any type of healthcare that we have given, whether it is talks, because most of the things were virtual, the health talks to doctor, 24/7 doctor, counselors on call, it was not only extended to employee, but it was also extended to the family members. Wherever they were, throughout, they could connect, they could call doctor and get that support. Medicine delivery throughout India, keeping that employee, that support in mind that their family can be looked after was one of the biggest step that we took care. Of course, the health talk, and we continue. It's not that after pandemic we have stopped, we continued with it. One of the major things we have stepped up, the preventive healthcare, the checkup for employees, spouse, The family members, we provide it every year. And it is all organized at the environment of home or within office. Coming forward, family travel. This is one of the things that we have really looked at some time ago. And when employees are traveling, one of the biggest concern is how my family is taken care with the big number of migrant workers. Their family is all alone in a city. So we started supporting family. So when person is traveling on business, they can take their family along with them. We take care of entire aspect of the travel. This is one of the things that employees really appreciated, because they feel that the family can know now better when they travel to, let's say, the mothership in Europe. They can see what is the company they work for, what is the kind of culture, organization the employee is part of. The policy on inclusivity, we looked at important things, important milestones in life, not just maternity, but paternity leaves. How do we encourage people to have that time with family? And that's where we looked at that, okay, the 25 days of paternity break, all the benefit that is given to a woman employee is passed to male employees, like a crash benefit in office, or even if you don't take crash, there is a allowance given towards it. Any daycare facility you use as a male or female parent, you are supported by the company. So we looked at all these aspects which can support and help employee work peacefully. So mobility support, what do we mean by that? As an organization, as a large organization, like every organization, we encourage people to move from geography to geography. One of the biggest hassle in moving is what will happen to my spouse, or what will happen to my child, their education. Anywhere they move at Airbus, the child care will support the education. So they will have admission secured in a school. And the entire schooling will be supported by the company. But not just stop there, even the upskilling of spouse. So you go to a new country, they may need to learn a new language, they may need to learn a new skill, we support that. So we have a separate mobility allowance kept aside for that to take care of it, acclimatization in a new place. So you don't just go and drop people there. They first go on look and see trip, they acclimatize there, they understand the culture, they find everything suitable for them. Then they come back and decide whether they will move or not, and then the move starts. So they have seen the school, they have seen all aspects of life, they decided as a family. And this look and see is not only for employee, it is for the entire family who is relocating. So they go there. So it is not about building a career or taking a career step only for the employee. Even the family is taking that step. Bereavement part, support. We learned hard that if someone faces hard time, as a company, we need to give them that support. We need to stand there. So any employee who has a bereavement or a death in the family, they get leave, but that is just one aspect. They also get financial support immediately. There's a grant of 50,000 given to them immediately. Then there is a single point of volunteers. So we have a network of volunteers in each team. They immediately step up. They organize everything, and they become the single point of contact for employee and organization. So HR works with that particular employee, and employee gets all the information from this person who is volunteering. What all they get? They also get a driver and a car at their disposal, so they don't have to worry of running around. Most of the people that we have, they're working at Bangalore, but they are not from Bangalore. So providing at their hometown this kind of support, organizing everything through our help desk is completely taken care. Uh, but what happens when something happens to employee himself or herself? We had such a situation during COVID. We never had this kind of situation before it, and we quickly came up with the policy which is there and helped us even after COVID in one more case. We support the family in the same structure that there's a single point of contact who will work with the family, but the family will get financial support, not just what is due, but also we will ensure that the person is treated like the person has worked till end of career with us. The gratuity and all the other emoluments will be calculated till end of the service length and will be paid. The employees will also, as soon as they are down, they have some time to grieve. After that, the company is providing, the HR team will provide a financial planning support. How do they manage their money better? How do they ensure that they don't lose all the money that they have received? And we ensure that help. Apart from also ensuring that there is a smooth transaction on the life insurance that we have for all employees, and all the other government process like PF, like the death certificate. We ensure everything is processed to employee's family. Engaging with family. So what I talked is the support we are providing, but it is not stopping there. We also engage with the family per se. What do we mean by engaging? So like, not just like vaccination, we are doing drives, so we call the family members. When I say engaging, we call the family members, parents at organization at different events. They get to learn. We had really great experiences with employees' family that came from village for the first time to city, and they joined the office event. Two, even the kids coming. So we have many programs like Young Pilot and all, wherein we try to pull them, make them interested. Kids get interested in aerospace, and there's a rocket science, how aircraft work, how it will fly, and try to gain their interest so that they know what their parents do. Apart from this 9 axis, just a comment, did we get hit by the great resignation wave? The answer is yes. Even we got hit. And yes, for the first time, our attrition reached to 6%, which is 100% jump from 3%. And now we are again in and around 4%. So we are back. We are trying to recover better. But the idea is keep engaging more and more. We are not limiting ourselves only to the employee. And that's what we have done in last couple of years. Thank you.